This week on the Maverick Podcast, Chris Delamo from RedPillPhilosophy.com joins the show to talk about the leftist propaganda in the new Star Wars movie, the feminist cult, modern education, just how broken it really is, and so much more.
Servitude does not equal slavery. Okay? If a woman wants to be in a position where she serves her man, that's not slavery. That's not inherently disgraceful or bad, or it's not like she's a slave or anything. Okay, we all serve somebody. Even if you own your own business, you have to serve your customers. And if a woman chooses the quote-unquote career route of being a stay-at-home mom, she's choosing that form of servitude. And it's like this idea, like, you know, when you think of the word a working mom, the term working mothers, you hear it all the time nowadays, the working mothers. Why is it that in order for a mother to be working, she has to have a job in corporate America? Wasn't the mother working when she was, A, nurturing a newborn baby in her belly for 9 months? That's work. I mean, it may not be deliberate work, but she's getting bogged down by the extra weight of a person in her belly. She has to eat healthy, take care of herself, make sure she doesn't get hit by a car. Then she finally has to give birth to the damn child, which is going to be painful. And then she has to take care of the damn thing for many, many years. Isn't she working at home as a mother? Why does she have to leave the house and enter corporate America to be officially described and labeled as a working mother? These little label games that are played. And, you know, a moment ago you mentioned how feminism is bankrolled. And, you know, I don't know too much about the theories behind, you know, is feminism funded by elitist organizations? My hunch is that it is. I do believe that, but I just haven't researched it enough to give you exact points. But if this stigma against working mothers, or mothers who are, the stigma against stay-at-home mothers sounds exactly like something that corporations would create and push into society. And, you know, I could just ramble on this topic forever, but it wouldn't surprise me if corporate interests are partially behind this move to get women out of the house. And there have been people who have theorized. Aaron Russo is one of them. It's a very popular video on YouTube of him talking about this. Yeah. Where they suggest that the women's liberation movement wasn't about what's good for women. It was about what's good for the elites in society. It was about getting women out of the household. So, A, now the women can work in corporate America. B, now you can tax women because you couldn't tax them before, but if they're working a job at corporate America, now you can tax them. And C, well, now they're out of the house. No one's home to take care of the kid. The kid's got to go to daycare, and now he's being raised by the government. So on and on, but yeah, that's it.
You took the words out of my mouth. I was just about to mention mother out of the house, father working, child raised by the establishment. You hit the nail on the head there. And it is bankrolled. You look at the feminist movement, it coincides perfectly with the rise in divorce rates that we've seen over the last several decades. So obviously it's driving a wedge between man and woman, and it is anti-woman. And this is another great point that you've been making. It's anti-woman because it demonizes femininity in favor of this weird neo-masculinity with the short hair and the growing out the armpit hair and all the rest of it. And the worst part about it, Chris, is that the same women that demonize masculine men then write blogs on social media, the ones that are actually straight, because remember, a large portion of these women are actually lesbian, but the straight ones demonize masculine men and then write blogs complaining that there aren't any real men left in the world.
Fight back against YouTube censorship by supporting me on Patreon. You'll also get access to exclusive, never-before-seen videos and other perks like monthly Google Hangouts with me, free books and t-shirts, and more.